I've got a cross stitch hack for you for when you need to anchor a piece of floss, but the thread is just too dang short to be able to even thread your needle to anchor it under your existing stitches. So I've got this small piece of thread on the back of my work that I need to anchor. I want to run it under the existing stitches, but it's just too short to be able to thread it with my needle to do so. I've already got my next piece of floss loaded on my needle. I have one long piece that I folded in half for a loop start, which means I have a loop at the end of it. That is key. So I'm just going to take my needle and run it under a few of the existing stitches and then pull that thread through, but I don't want to pull it through all the way. I want to make sure I leave that little loop on the end. And then with the loop, I want to catch that existing thread tail right there. I know my fingers are kind of in the way, but you can kind of see it there. And then I'm going to pull that thread through. You might have to give it a little bit of a tug, but once you get it through, you can see that you're going to anchor that loose tail under those existing stitches. If you're like me and had to give it like quite a tug to get it through, when you flip it over to the other side, you can just kind of readjust that stitch a little bit with your needle to make sure that it's laying nice and flat and not pulling on the fibers of your fabric too much. Snip the tail and you've got an anchored thread.